racing series called Trans Am, and that's where the AAR CUDA and that special AAR CUDA hood scoop was developed. So the AAR CUDA, the Mach 1 Mustang, the Z28 Camaro were all designed for that Trans Am race series, and that had a 5-liter engine limit, and that's why you saw the Boss 302 motor and the 302 Z28 motor.
And of course, Chrysler had the 346 packs. They were the AAR CUDAs and the Trans Am Challengers, and you'll see a couple of them gorgeous cars out here today. And now, this one here is actually a Barracuda, 1970, with the CUDA name actually.
And that was the original Barracuda body. Now, they did change that over next year to the next body style, with the Hemi under glass, with the gold, and all the famous cars. You had the Hearst Oldsmobile, you had the Hearst Hemi under glass, and so Hearst was a big proponent. You remember Linda Vaughn, of course. And Chrysler, with the pistol grip shifter, the T shifters, they had it all. The his and her shifter. So they were in there with Hearst in the beginning, and I remember my friend had a 1970 Roadrunner with a 440, a bench seat, and a pistol grip shifter that looked like a baseball bat.
The pistol grip that must have been 3 feet long, the shifter, and with a bench seat. That's really unusual to find. You see a lot of
good, all the way down, just stop it again, and bang, he goes 1399. He's definitely got horsepower in there. If you could push that grip to a 13-second run, he's probably got over 350 horsepower.
That is a man clutch. No aerodynamics whatsoever. And you got to do that. You're driving like right in front. I mean, you are in front of 3 miles. And when I bought that car 25 years ago, I actually bought North American car, 73 AMX. Really traveling. We bought the AMX option. We got from the 6-cylinder to the 304, and then was the optional 360 and 401s, and all the goodies that went with it. 4 speeds, you know, automatics, obviously. It was the weird thing about American Motors. It wasn't small blocks. No, American Motors is dissolved up. The car line is kind of gone. Now the line is out there from Chrysler. But that was the basic stay.
Well, basically, they got rid of all the cars that AMC made. They kept all the they took Mitsubishi to make all the horsepower cars. And right now, all the 4-wheel drive is legendary. I mean, Dodge invented it, and it got away from it with the Jeep. Jeep, if you remember, GT was the original designation for their Jeep. So that's where the term PJ comes from. So it's good that now Chrysler has finally got back. They invented it in 1941.
Amazing how it goes around, comes around with 46 years.
So we're happy to have the Jeep back since Mopar. Yeah, somebody stabbed the brakes a little bit at the big end, so we'll have to wait till he clears. You got to be careful hitting the brakes at 120. You tend to lock up the rear, and we'll check it out though, just to make sure there's no debris on the racing surface. And as we race, there's one of the little red trucks out there, the Express. I can't remember what the black one was called. Was that called a Black Widow or something like that?
So it's something like that. I'm thinking of the Black Shadow, but that was an El Camino nickname, but it had a name something like that.
Anything up there? Nope.
I've actually seen one in competition.
Yeah, built on the Dodge chassis. That's definitely one of the most popular sports trucks out. You go to a truck show now, you see those Dodges slammed on the ground, and they look sweet, baby, sweet.
Nice to come to that out there, guys relate the 80s on their reaction time. You can see how much quicker the Dart race car is there driving away.
Here's a nice one coming up.
89.5 track.
Two Barracudas together.
Ram truck's still going down there. 2046.
Hockey stroke on
13 miles
71.
an hour. He's slow. He's going well over 50 at half track. 340 Dustwood. D94, 1362. 71 Challenger, Plum Crazy, black vinyl roof. 66 Coronet, bar lane. Mopar show, judging duck. Punching up again. Much quicker driving away from him. Looks like a satellite, 66, 67 in the far lane there. Chrysler looks like about 63 or 4. Not quite sure of the model number. It's a new ball.
Yeah, well, I am.
Side 72. Flat with 3 zeros, 122. 12, 67, 105 miles an hour. Another 68 Dart, and that's another Roadrunner, 7-year Roadrunner. Roadrunner in 70 came with a 383, option airport, option heavy, and even the 440 is got 6 back on that. So 70, 1583, 91 miles an hour. One of the things Chrysler did in 68 and 69, you bought the Roadrunner, it came with a 383. The only option was the Hemi. You wanted the 440, you bought the GTX, which came with the 440. You could it had the option Hemi too, but you couldn't buy a 440 Roadrunner. But that changed in 70, all engines and all cars. That's what they were talking about right there. Going to be racing up against a 340 Plymouth Sapporo, which was a Mitsubishi's car, American powered now. And let's welcome back at this moment from his strolls. I'm sure he's going to tell us about all
down.
Just turned away out with a great launch. That's like a race car looking machine. A good 149 short time. Puts the finish line first. 10:96. 12:73 in the right lane. Both of them a little bit drowsy on the starting line. The Bud Man, Bud Hurst, on the Belvedere on the left lane. And the Belvedere ready to rumble right now. And you got along the far side, Bob Mulaney driving the 1950 Scrambler. Congratulations, you could have brought from the factory with a 3 for that. On the back, but right lane, we'll get there first. Then Mopar, left lane winner. Dodge Challengers out here now. Over 61 is just rolling into the water box. Right lane, the Dodge looking good. Early Dodge Polera, I believe. 304 and 334. There's some cool Plymouth, the early 50s cars, like the 300 series race cars or hot rods out there in the show area, along with the Plymouth Fury that you've seen in movies such as Christine. And Chrysler had Hemi motors going in the 50s. Fire truck roll. Pull in and see the Autoflex gang. They have cars on display right here at the pit-side souvenir stand and food stand. We also have those beautiful 12 manual Mopar Atlantic Nationals t-shirts. We are starting to sell out of certain colors and sizes, so you want to head on down now to pick up your favorite t-shirt. Right now we even have a Dodge fire truck for today's event, so we want to keep it brand loyal all the way. Wow. Right now, super top. The Long Island machine, all right, it's one word, Long Island, all right? Don't forget those Mopar Atlantic National t-shirts. We're starting to run out of some of the colors in certain sizes, so you want to head on down there now and pick up that t-shirt. Remember, get 2 of them. One, keep in the plastic bag for about 5 years from now. The other one, get as many autographs as you can. We want to make sure you get an autograph for that beautiful Dodge Ramjet pickup driver. Right now, backing it up, Firebird style. Not too modified right there. In the background, and that is definitely nothing like those Chrysler Dana, and I think they were all Dana 60s. You could get that 8 3/4, which was definitely tough. Top cog, flat out to the top. 11:53:94. So the Dodge Charger trying to fake everybody out with the left-hand turn signal on, but we know he's going straight. Used to own this car about 10 or 15 years ago, and it had 430 gears in it from the factory. They were called like Racer Purple or Racer Brown or something like that. One of those In the headwind, he'll unless he's got the Brian Drapeau motor in there, he could be the sweep bonus. Yeah, you got to sweep my driveway to get that. That's what you get, sweep bonus. And that's not 50, that's 50,000 pennies. Right now, Pizza John in the right lane. Pro stock, 1,500 cc's. What does that mean? That means a whopping 85. He's up there for 50. Let's see, 769, 176 with a bad headwind. So he definitely got killed at the top end. Not bad, but he was, way down a mile. Bullet, Bob Reed on the pink side. 2 arms, 2 legs, snakeskin boots, and this guy can go drag racing. Right now, check it out in the right lane. Both of these guys, 426 Hemi, cast iron cylinder heads, cross ram manifold, 2 4-barrel carburetors. The right lane, 727 automatic trans. The left lane, monster Hemi 4-speed transmission.
Yeah.
Bob, oh, is it a Jericho in there? All right. So the Jericho transmission, getting ready to go through all the cogs without pushing the clutch pedal down more than once. With a headwind, that's an 8-second run though. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Right lane Dodge Dart, I'll tell you what, the A automatic is a great wheel safety for it. All the big blocks try to lift that front end to get a weight transfer onto the rear wheels. They're not allowed the complex suspension that you'll see in the Super Comp car. The only way to make traction is to change. Put the nose up in the air. Watch these guys go. Top 940 in the left lane, 145 miles an hour, making horsepower. The Dodge in the right lane, left lane, the Lou Bignona machine. My favorite car, a Chrysler of the 60s right there, the Belvedere. You can put 5 people in it, go to the movies, and then go down the avenue at 130 miles an hour. That's right. All you know is the license plate and all of it says, it's a Hemi. And away we go. Big back tires stick that Hemi motor to the racetrack. Right lane, the Dodge. That would have been the clearest run of the Eliminator. Had he been able to hold on to it. A 1020 in the right lane. And right now, the last of our circus-style paint schemes on the Belvedere. Hemi power. Belvedere body, incredible. Kiki di bar. Right now, backs up just a little bit, looking for a little shallower of a stage. Last call, Super ET. Last call, Super ET in the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Are not breathing. There's just too much heat. No air in the big end. Because that cross ran with a 1:35 short time. Jericho trans. Well, it's kind of a clutch. Listen, you got to use that clutch for first gear. And it's like, it's not the moons and the stars. Planetary, baby. Another one of those that big end go. Wow, 10 elapsed time, 131 miles an hour. So the Carter two-barrel. Carter had that awesome spread bore, so that was one of the first spread bore cars. Big John running that D-stock automatic, and that thing still looks clean. I'll tell you, talk about square edges and real steel right there. Check it out. The Plymouth with Jerry Stein helping him. What's Jerry Stein's car? The teacher's pet, push-button automatic Belvedere. Yeah, he did run a wagon for a while. That's right. He had everything. I think Bud Hirth at one time had 38 Chryslers. And it looks like a Bantam Roadster called Whiplash out there with a big block Chrysler motor coming out. AA fuel altered on the way in the build-up area. Right now, that beautiful Plymouth coming out. Soon again, a little crossed up in the water box. He stays in it. And a good smoky burnout for him. For sale, one Tough Stuff race car for sale by owner. Wow, check it out. A front-engine dragster right out of 1973, and the Whiplash car, a big block and a small block Chrysler side by side. The body on that is a 1933 Fiat Topolino, which was an Italian economy car, which